First of all, I wanted to tell you the reason of this video. It happens more and more often to read on the internet some fucking kids writing about cinema, writing about movies, saying this movie is better than the other movie, this director is better than the other director. And that really depresses me, because I don't think almost any of these people who write about these subjects know what they are writing about or have the competence to talk about this subject. The seventh art is a delicate subject. My favorite art is music, but I don't talk about music because I don't play any instrument and I don't feel competent enough to talk about that. I do something in the seventh art and I feel I have more confidence and competence to talk about this subject. So I would ask the kids that write about films if they can explain to me what axis of action is, depth of field is, the difference between a long take and a sequence shot, what's a shot reverse shot, what's the 180-degree rule when you cross the axis of action. Because if you don't know that, you cannot talk about films. You cannot objectively say this film is better than the other film, this director is better than the other director. You can't say subjectively, I liked this director more, or I enjoy this film more than the other, but you cannot say this one is better than the other one. Because to me, at that point, you are people that are worth watching films like this. Watchmen, or other fucking superhero films like the X-Men or whatever you prefer, and tell me that these are great movies. But you have to bear in mind that if you really enjoy a film like Watchmen, you understand shit about films, because the first 5 minutes of this movie has 3 axes of action crossings that would never be considered acceptable by the masters of the seventh art. But since nobody knows nowadays what crossing of the axis of action is, everything is becoming allowed and everybody feels entitled to talking about movies. Okay, so that's what the world works these days. A few days ago there was the Academy Award night. Everybody's happy because DiCaprio won his first Oscar for The Revenant, because Inarritu won his second Oscar in a row, and because Morricone eventually won an award, an Academy Award for a movie, not for his career. Well, let me tell you that I don't give a shit about Oscars. I don't give a shit. I think the same way Sick Boy used to define Oscars. That means fuck all, it's a sympathy vote. Otherwise it would be impossible to explain why someone like Inarritu wins 2 Academy Awards in a row, and someone like Scorsese had to wait The Departed to win an Oscar. So a film that is a remake of a previous film, of an Asian film, Infernal Affairs. Well, he could have won easily with Taxi Driver, with Raging Bull, with Goodfellas, and he never did. And we have people like Nicolas Cage who won an Academy Award, and somebody like Orson Welles, Stanley Kubrick, Harvey Keitel as an actor, they never won an award. Sergio Leone never won an award. Sam Peckinpah. So what are we talking about? So if you don't know these things, just enjoy Academy Awards, support this guy or this director to win an award, but refrain from talking about films. Because I'm not saying you should go back and watch the masters of this art. I'm talking about Orson Welles, I'm talking about Sam Peckinpah, I'm talking about Sergio Leone. Nowadays, if you had a possibility to watch about Takeshi Kitano and other masters of the seventh art. But if you don't know these people, you don't know shit about the seventh art. I'm not saying that you have to know the genre movies in Scandinavia, Italy, Asia. Not saying but that. At least the basics to discuss this. Because to give you an idea, like I was saying before, subjectively you can tell I like this movie more than the other movie. I like The Revenant more than, let's say, The Hateful Eight. Here. But that's your opinion, and it matters as a single person opinion. But if we want to be objective about something, a movie has to be evaluated for 5 main aspects: screenplay, staging, acting, soundtrack, photography. So let's compare for a second The Hateful Eight and The Revenant. The Revenant one for DiCaprio, The Revenant one for Inarritu. The Revenant seemed to be the most important movie for 2015. Wow. So, great photography. The Revenant has a great photography and good acting. DiCaprio and Tom Hardy work pretty fine. But if we compare the rest, screenwriting, soundtrack, and staging, there's no possible match. Let's say Quentin Tarantino is not my favorite director. Not of all times. I prefer Peckinpah, I prefer Leone, I prefer Kurosawa, I prefer Bergman, I prefer Truffaut, I prefer Jean-Luc Godard, I prefer Jean-Pierre Melville. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but these are the masters. But I consider him a great director. Someone that knows how to write a character, someone that knows how to write a film, someone that knows how to stage a film. Right? You like superheroes. You like Watchmen, you like Zack Snyder, you like Christopher Nolan, you like Batman, and you see IMDb that says The Dark Knight in a scale from 1 to 10 is evaluated 9, and The Seventh Seal, Bergman's masterpiece, is evaluated 8.3. I have to say that I prefer Rotten Tomatoes. That usually you can find evaluations there that are more agreeable from a real competent perspective. However, the thing is, and that's my suggestion, start understanding, researching, and analyzing these main aspects of a film to understand why a film, from an objective point of view, is better than another film. And then you can write and claim the superiority of a film to another film, or of a director to another director, because I can tell you something. I think Quentin Tarantino won 2 Academy Awards as a screenwriter, but he never won as a director, while Inarritu won 2 Academy Awards in a row. Inarritu is a good director. If you watch Birdman, if you watch The Revenant, you can say that he knows how to hold the camera. But he's a very good director. He's not a great director. Let's say that he's nobody compared to even genre directors. I'm talking about David Cronenberg, I'm talking about John Carpenter, I'm talking about Romero. These people are infinitely more talented than him, and they never won an award. Not talking about Kubrick, that too much. So my advice, people, start studying what the main components of a film are, and then you feel like authorized to write about movies and directors. But until then, just refer to people that know more than you about that. Not talking about me, I'm talking about people that can tell you why a film is better than another film. Simple suggestion, and then keep watching this instead of masterpiece like that. Have a good day.